I'm really excited today because I've decided to do something called the tea series, and that was actually inspired by a recent trip to a tea house. So I'm going to start off with something simple. I'm going to start off with lemon curd, as you could probably already tell from all the yellow. But it only requires a few ingredients and it's really easy to do, and it goes great with breakfast. So this is a quick little idea for you, and it's part 1 of the tea series. So let's go ahead and get started with the ingredients. Okay, so we're not going to need the oven because we're not baking anything. This is all made stovetop, so the only thing you're going to need to do as far as prepping is just get ready an airtight container, which this is what I have. Airtight is very important. You could even use mason jars. I actually recommend that. And then the next thing you're going to want to do is prepare an ice bath. And for those who don't know what that is, you just grab some ice, you put it in some really cold water, like a big bowl, because we're going to mix everything in a smaller bowl and we're going to cool it down on the ice bath, which I'll show you in a bit. So as far as the ingredients, we're only going to need 4. We're going to need egg yolks, some sugar, this is just regular granulated, some cold butter cut into cubes, and some lemons. We're actually going to be using both the lemon zest and the lemon juice. The first thing you're going to need to do is separate your yolks from your whites. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I actually have a little baggie over here. I'm just going to reserve the whites for like an egg white and spinach omelet. So just the yolks.
I'm so used to making macarons that I almost put the egg whites in our bowl. French macarons.
Okay, now that we've separated our egg yellows, let me just get this out of the way because I'm going to use this for something else. Okay, so we have our egg yellows. We're just going to use some sugar. This is about 3/4 a cup of granulated sugar. I'm going to use about 2 tablespoons of lemon zest, and I'm just going to eyeball it. Just make sure that, I'll show you right now. Just make sure you only get the yellows and not the white, because the white is actually very bitter and we don't want that. Okay, so we have our lemon zest, our egg yolks, and our sugar. I'm just going to use about 1/2 cup of lemons. So I'm going to move this out of the way really quick. Measure it right into my cup. You're just going to put this 1/2 cup of lemon. I'm gonna give this a quick whisk just to give it a head start. Okay, so I just want to incorporate that really quickly. What you're going to do now, whisk this until it's cooked. So we're looking at anywhere from 5 to 8 minutes. So you're just going to stand here and whisk this really well until it begins to bubble and thicken, and I'll show you what that looks like. I've switched to a spatula to show you guys what I mean when I say it needs to coat the back of the spoon, and this is what that is. See, it's not just like dripping like runny water. That means it's reached its thickness, and I did this for about 5 minutes, and I know it looks like scrambled eggs kind of, but this is why you need to keep mixing it to prevent it from turning into lemony scrambled eggs. And we're going to actually run this through a sieve, and it's going to come out really smooth and creamy, so I'll show you in a second. This is actually done, so I'm going to remove it from the heat. So I'm going to add the butter, a cube at a time. So this is unsalted butter. And just mix it. Be patient. You might think, oh no, it's cooling down because of the cold butter and it's not going to melt them, but they will. So just be patient and mix them one by one until they're all incorporated and melted in there. Grab a sieve and you're just going to run your entire mixture through it. So I'm just using my spatula to help the mixture along. And this does take a few minutes, but it's worth it, trust me. I think that's about all I'm gonna get out of it. Because this is all lemon zest and any other bits and pieces that might have cooked, and we don't want that in our final product. So I'm just gonna wipe that and make sure you get everything under. You just want to put it over your ice bath and you just want to stir it or whisk it, whatever you want, until it cools down. You could see that just running it through the sieve and mixing it on an ice bath, it just becomes this like smooth and yummy lemony lemon curd. So I'm done here. I'm gonna grab your airtight container. This is what I have. You're gonna put it in there. So make sure your plastic wrap is actually touching the lemon curd. That's what I'm doing right here. And then I'm gonna grab my cap and I'm just gonna close it. So after it's wrapped really nice and tight, I'm gonna basically let it sit here until it comes completely to room temperature, and then I'm gonna refrigerate it for 2 hours just to make sure it's nice and cold. So this is our delicious lemon curd out of the fridge. It's gonna have this texture if you've never had it before. And I hope you try it. It only requires a few ingredients. It's really good, really creamy, really lemony. You'll actually be surprised once you make it. And trust me, these are amazing with scones, which is going to be my next video, part of the tea series, which I'm really excited about. But yeah, go ahead, try it. I know everyone's going to really like it. Let me know what you think. And that's about it. Until next time.